Right, well, we're at Silecroft. It's absolutely chucking it down, and I've got something flashing on my camera saying highlight added, and I don't understand anything about it. It's doing me head in. It's Saturday 21st, I think, and yeah, we're at Salcroft. High tide is in probably about 2.5 hours. It's just coming across the beach. This is it. You've seen Salcroft before. I don't understand what this highlight added is. It was doing it the other day as well. And yeah, I got Shane with me today. He's come up for the weekend. And there's Shane.
Alright everybody.
There you go. So yeah, we've boy, he does snore. But yeah, we're up there at Salcroft. We've got a paddle boarder out there at sea, a couple of dog walkers, and that's it. What is this highlight added? She'll just have to go into the settings and have a look, won't we? Anyhow, I just want to say in my last video that you've just seen, which is me at Salton Bay, yeah, retard there with this camera didn't think to check that I'd pressed the record button, and I didn't record the fish. I shoo it to the camera and everything, and I'm absolutely gutted. I checked through the footage last night in the front room and I didn't film it. I switched it on, I saw the bite, it was a slackline bite, and then the rod was kicking off again. I ran over to the camera, and what I think I'd done, I think the camera was running. I think what happened is I switched the bloody thing off. So what an idiot. And I'm absolutely gutted, but I can assure you that I did catch a ray, only a small one, but I was so chuffed. I think the only thing you see is me going like this with my hands coming up the beach. So yeah, sorry about the rain. It's raining, it forecast rain. We've got no opportunity to fish any other time apart from today, and there's a huge great big rain cloud coming. Don't know how long this video is going to be, but I will try and film and get some footage and stuff, but it's going to be a bit hit and miss. I will be fishing more. There will be more trips on this coast because I go fishing as much as I can when I'm on oldie, so that keep the wife happy as well. We do go out, we have a drink at the pub, and it's just about, holidays are just about being somewhere different surroundings, and the pressures of life aren't there. So if I go fishing, the wife don't mind. Shane's got his agility rods. He's also got he's just bought a set of icons because they sit well in the tide. It's what he likes. And he's bought some Pen Fathoms, which hopefully he's going to give it a go today, but he will only be overhead cast, and probably the same as me. I just don't want anything to go wrong. I just whatever. It's hard enough today in this weather fishing. Don't need to make it any harder by trying to do things that I'm not capable of doing as of yet properly. Still, I'm still absolutely gutted that I didn't get the footage of this fish. That was my first ray of this season. And I was just wanting to get it, and I couldn't believe it. I thought, well, no, I did film it because I heard it do all the bleeps. But the thing is, when I start the camera filming, I always check and make sure it's filming. But with the pressure of the bite, which I don't see very often, I just didn't film it. But it's just the way it is. So Shane's off down to get some water in his bucket. And yeah, I'm going to fish one rod to start, see if there's any weed about. Apparently there was a match due here at 9 o'clock, but nobody's turned up, so hopefully, well, it's too late now, we're fishing, they'll just have to fish around us. But yeah, so it's rain. I'm not putting my sock on, so if you hear any noise of wind, I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is. It's not too windy actually. but there is a lot of noise from the sea. But there. So this is Salton Bay. No, it's not Salton Bay. I got that on my head because I've lost that footage of that fish. This is Silecroft. It's predominantly shingle going out onto clean sand. So yeah, there you go. Well, that's the first cast out. It's got that bloody highlight on there again. So first cast out, I've got new line on this today. I've got 19 pound RX10 Rovex ×10. Need to increase the magnets on this because that's starting to spool up a bit. I don't know what this bloody highlight added is. I presume it's good for the camera. But it's just something new. You see, with GoPros, they're good. But what happens with a GoPro is, you think you understand it, and then all of a sudden, something appears on it. Like, I used to get over 7 hours on a card, and then it dropped to 5 hours. Well, what was all that about? Then I didn't have... the pictures were quite dark, so I changed it, and then I start getting this overexposure. Spanners flying up everywhere. And then I've got this now where it says highlight added. Well, it might be because it's dark, I don't know. But it's all new and it just jumps up, and I speak to Tom about it and Tom said, well, it's a GoPro. And the books that you get with a GoPro, you get 2 books, one's really thick, but it just talks about the batteries and don't throw it in the sea and don't, as if you would, you know. So in these 2 books, there's no bloody information of this does this and that you just have to play with it. Or you go on YouTube and watch loads of people talking about it, and you've got to trawl through that to find out what you need to know. So I shall try and look back at the footage on this. I think I remember how to do it, but I'll have to try and find out how to do it. That don't make sense either, does it? But there you go. So yeah, it might be a shortish video this. It's not that I'm making my videos short, it's just a case that the conditions prevail as they are at the moment, and it might just make it a bit awkward. But it's alright at the minute. I've got the windsock, but I don't want to put it on because it gets absolutely sodden wet. But I have got another one. Can dry it when I get home. Oh, I do worry and rattle on, don't I? But there you go. So anyhow, Shane came up yesterday. We've been up since Wednesday. And we've been sleeping in the van Wednesday, Thursday night. Friday at 3 o'clock we got into our house, the cottage that we rent. And it's got all slate flagstones and everything. It's fireplace, all nice stuff. And there's a beautiful pub in the square that you can drink out of, and we were in there last night having a few snifters, and get back, sort out some fishing gear. We spilled Shane's reel up when he got here yesterday, put some line on it. He's going to have a chuck out with that today, but it'll take him a while to get it out. But yeah, so it's Shane's first day of a leader icon. We will bring you that footage, and his first time using his own multiplier. You would have seen in my, God, I'm going on, innit? You'd seen in my previous video at the dump, and he had a go with my Mag 525s, and he got on alright with it, just doing a red thump. But I've just cast it out with that one, and it started to spool up, and I was like, I could feel it on my thumb, and I didn't dare look because things would go wrong. So I just thought, wait at the water, put my thumb on, just walked up the beach, and it all came out. So this wind, which is into my face, is slowing the weight down, and the spill was going quicker. So I need to turn my magnets up a bit to avoid any other runs during the cast. So I'm going to end this now. Rain started to come, there's a cloud above, Want to try and keep the camera as dry as I can, even though it's waterproof. And I'm going to put my pluggy bag over you, so I'll see you in a bit. Go on, Shane, get that chucked out, mate. Shame my camera's getting wet, mate. Come on. So this is Shane's first time in the Lake District and his first cast on a Cumbrian beach. Well, the bait was still on it, so we were still fishing. We're going to chuck this one out short. Sorry about the rain that might be on the lens, but I'll give it a wipe in a bit. Only out short, see what's out. If it's a bit bassy, they might be in there, mightn't they? So let's have a look. There you go. So this is Salcroft in the Lake District. I know I've already said it, but I'm saying it again. I'm with Shane, he's over there. It's a bit hard at the minute filming and that because it's raining, but my camera's waterproof, but I'm not the most technical person and this bloody light keeps coming on, but I've checked the footage back in my camera and it's okay. I've just got to make sure if I do catch a fish, I've got to make sure that I'm bloody filming it. I can't believe I was at Salcroft all that time, lost all them weights, lost loads of weights, and rig bodies, and bloody shock leaders. There was a rock out there and my main line kept getting round it. Which is a shame really, but lost loads of main line as well, but there's nothing you can do about it. It's out there, so. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, probably the waves, isn't it? I'm getting excited because the tip's going like this. And here we have a fixed spool fisherman getting used to his multiplier. So what do you think to the rod then, Shane?
Pardon?
What do you think?
Not sure yet. I'll soon let you know.
He's not sure yet. We'll bring you back when Shane's gonna start casting, but we'll probably do it. Have you got it on the ratchet? Put it in freeze put. Yeah, you're alright. So you can just put it on your rod rest and then you can line it through. I'm not being his dad. I'm just always like this, you know. It's just the way I am. You'll be happy with that rod, Shane.
Yeah.
They are a good rod.
Feel a bit beefier than what I'm used to.
Yeah, but it'll sit nice in the tine. I've had a rod builder, Kane Plum, Kane Plum. Go check him out on Facebook, Kane Plum. He's a good rod builder, always busy, very nice, helpful chap. But he uses icons, and he said the blanks for an icon rod are as good as any rod really, and he should know if he's a rod builder. Anyhow, I'm going to end this here for just now. It's still raining. We're hoping that it's going to go. Out there it's really nice and dry, so see you in a bit. Well, I'm going to cast this out. There's too many variables to go wrong today with this rain. Everything could slip on my spool because the glove's wet, so it's just going to get thumped out as far as I can put it. I'm not doing any through it, and it's just trying to catch a fish. That pulley dropper rig has just come in, and there is still bait on it. So there's no crabs. We're fishing all the time. There's just no fish about. These Pen Fathom reels. I've got the Pen Fathom 2 12 SD. They are absolutely fantastic, and I was one of the people that used to be a denier of the Pen Fathom. A lot of the time was because the first one that came out never had a magnet on it, so you had to buy a reel and then put a bloody magnet on it, which I don't agree with. Then they brought out this Pen Fathom 2 with a magnet on. It's a small magnet, not a great big knobbly thing hanging off the side. Works nice. You don't have to keep setting your magnets. Once it's set, it's set. Not a tournament caster, never will be. But the reels are so silky smooth, they're unbelievable. I got the 12 because I've only got small hands. There's enough line on there for me not to cast out and snap off. And I can just travel the line across the spill really easy. And they're an absolute pleasure to use. Shane's got bigger hands. He's bought the 15, so he's got the Pen Fathom 15. Is vast difference in the reels, so you have to decide which reel you want and use it, don't you? I've got 19-pound line on this now, and I don't think I wouldn't want to cast that out because it takes too long to reel in. When I was reeling it onto the spool in my front room with the wife, I was like thinking to myself, is this ever going to end? So I don't want to cast that far out. It'd be unbelievable. It'd be knackered. Anyhow, that's gone out a bit further, probably about 80 yards. I've been 80 to 100 yards. I've been 40 yards. We're back at 80. We'll just see what happens. Squid and black lug. And I've also got to try next, which I'm quite excited about, is I've got a bummer rig. Now it might be too rough, but time will tell. So yeah, bummer rig on SRT springs, and I tie mine with stop knots, so that if I ever have to change the snood length, and the rig body's alright, I only change the snoods. So still a bit of drizzle, not too bad. Shane's in a t-shirt because he's a hard bastard from Yorkshire. So yeah. But yeah, he is in a t-shirt, this hard man from Yorkshire, but he's underneath his brolly. Aren't you, Shane?
Certainly am, mate. The only reason I'm under here is I'm absolutely certain the waterproofs are not that waterproof, so
his waterproofs aren't waterproof.
we're going to have to address that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what you're saying is you've got as wet as if you saw Kylie Minogue.
Oh God, aye.
But yeah, it's been raining. It's absolutely chucking it down when we first got here, and yeah,
it's just unstopped, hasn't it?
No, I got a bit deflated when we first got here. I was like, because Shane's come up and you just want to have nice weather, don't you, so you can have a good fishing session. I've only got one rod out because of the conditions that were. This is only pleasure fishing. I'm not here for the hooge, and I'm not that sort of fisherman anyhow, so it's just an enjoyable day.
Yeah. It
has stopped raining a bit of drizzle, but we're just there to see what's about, aren't we? We're going to fish it tied up, fish it down. I've had a nice chat with a local, and he's told me everything I'm doing wrong, and yeah, I should be fishing this tonight. There's competition on there tonight, 9 till 1 on Salcroft, and tonight it'll fish well, catching all sorts of fish. Today, possibly the only chance we've got is catching a bass or a dab. My hooks are that big, I won't catch a dab. Maybe I should put out a scratching rig, but I've only got one rod, you see. So maybe I should try and get a dab for the video. And so you've got a fish to see. Not as if everyone's going to jump up and down with joy about a dab. Or, well, any fish really. People just Well, people watch fishing videos to see some fish, don't they? But some people watch my videos just to see me blank, so. I still ain't got over the fact that I didn't film my fish at Salton Bay. And if I'm saying Salton Bay wrong, I'm sorry, but it's just the way I am. So he reckons that come to live this beach at night, but he's also told me about Bootle, and he's even offered for me to go with him this afternoon and see how he pumps lugworm. And I might take him up on it. I might have a word with Shane, see if he wants to come, see the wife, clear it with the wife, because I can't do anything without clearing it with the wife. You lot might think, well, Vern gets to do this, that and the other, and he's got a lovely wife, but I tell you, I have to run everything by my wife. I just talk about it, I'm doing this, doing that, just to make me look big and brave, but really, I'll go on this afternoon and I'll be cowering, asking, please love, may I go to Bootle Beach to see what it's like to pump lugworm. So yeah, I'll need to check it with the wife first. Hopefully she'll say yes, you can go out and play, and see what it's like to pump some lug. And if I get on all right, I don't have to pump many. Even if I get 10, I'll sort them out clean and take them up and wrap them. And then I shall be there next week, and I shall pump. I'm not going to pump loads, but I shall pump some because I'll use them all winter. Yeah, so there hasn't been much footage really of me fishing. It's this rain really. It all looks clear over there, but it's just constantly raining. I guess it's all getting in the camera. These cameras are meant to be waterproof, so hopefully everything's alright. After my camera falling over in the wind at the dump, where I was fishing with Shane and Tom, I put the weights back in my tripod. I did take them out. I've got some steel weights in my bottom aluminium tripod legs with a rubber cap over the end, and it's they weigh about 600 grams, all three together. And when I was trying to reduce the weight in my bags, I took them out. Well, they're back in now. Can't afford the camera to fall over. It's got enough problems with the camera without it falling over. Keep talking about this bloody camera, don't I? That fish and chips. Mackerel. Hey, you got mackerel? Yeah. You going for the doggies? Is it? Be alright, cut a bit off, it'll defrost out there. Well, I've got a bomber rig out now with size 1/0 or 2/0 hooks, whatever they are. They're only small, they're mustard ones. I've got a big dog coming. Better protect my basket and everything and my bait, because he'll probably end up eating it. Nice Alsatian actually, it's not a fat dog. Nice slim dog. Nice slim dog. I said he's a nice slim dog. They normally get fed up and they get fit, but he's quite sleek, isn't he? Or she.
She's got bad hips.
Oh right. Well, they all get that.
Cartilage to put weight on.
My mate used to be a police dog handler, and he always had, we used to call them furry face, they were called something else, but yeah, when he came up he was alright for as long as I was with my mate, But he'd come up and he'd put his nose where they shouldn't put their nose, and I'd be like, whoa, geez. Because this dog, if he just went, it'd be biting and barking.
It's like security dog.
Yeah.
Never used it for security, it's just a cat.
Yeah. Got to enjoy life, don't they?
She walks after me.
Yeah.
Because I'm walking along, and she's not too bad with women, but there's a man walking towards me, she's right in front of me.
Yeah. She's waiting for that ball game.
Yeah, she's very good. She doesn't run off. She stays within calling distance all the time.
Yeah, and now you called her back, she came straight back.
Yeah, she's very good for that. I have a border collie as well who's supposed to be good at that.
But she's not. enjoy your walk. There you go, nice Alsatian. See, I do like dogs. Just don't like dogs that over me flask and my box and over my shelter and everything else, because them dogs are not very nice. Oh dear. She's getting excited now, that dog. Well, this is as exciting as it gets for fishing. Don't get any more exciting than this. Just I stand there facing away from Shane, looking at my rod.
And I stand here looking at my rod.
Yeah, with me out the corner of his eye. And to be fair, he's out the corner of my eye. But that's because I'm in front of you and in the back.
Yeah, you certainly don't need no beta blockers for this type of fishing, do you?
No. Anyhow, Scott, we wish you was there, mate.
We do wish you was here, pal.
But run out of beds, otherwise, yeah, I would give you a shout. Anyhow, it's a long boat ride there. But Scott, I'll be with you soon, mate, and we'll be on that Holderness coast. Are you fishing there this?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, he's never working Mondays, but obviously you're busy Mondays.
Yeah.
Will you?
I'll be on that field, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely,
So Shane's got the Icon Power. Shane's got the Icon Power rod. M Sport Power. And you've only just got that, Shane, haven't you?
in the last 2 days, yeah.
And he's got it coupled up with a Pen Fathom 2 15 SD it is, thereabouts. And it's got the magnets on, same as mine, but it's the 15, it's next size up. It's quite big for me, I think. But again, fantastic reel, really smooth, and you're getting on with it.
Yeah, well, it's completely different to what I'm used to, you know what I mean, Ben? I mean, all my life I've used fixed full, but saying that in the short, really short period I've been using it, it just feels so different. Everything, the quality of the rod and the reel is, you know, it surpasses the spaghetti I've been using. Colour of this sea is beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
Absolutely stunning.
Once you iron out a few things that we all do wrong,
Yeah.
I'm no expert by a long shot. I cast crap, but Shane's just trying to get his left hand to the left hand side of his body instead of being like this. And like Shane just said, it's all a new learning curve because it's totally different.
Yeah, it's learning to try and not cast it like a fixed spool and get as much out of the rod what it's intended for. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a good learning curve. I'm looking forward to getting right into it, to be fair, and getting the other one out.
And it's a different, genre, but it is it's a total different
Style of fishing. Yeah.
And I always think you should be able to use both. And I don't, you know, because it's
Each have
when
the
you get
place.
fed up with using one, you can use the other, and it just makes a change. And sometimes the change is as good as a rest. The same as I've got right excited about getting my bomber rig out.
This is it.
Don't mean I'll catch on it, but I've got it out thinking, here we go.
that him on that quad bike again? Coming this way?
Probably, yeah. There ain't a lot of wind and it ain't blowing these bloody clouds.
It's not getting rid of it quick enough, is it? It's just staying.
Look at that out there now.
Yeah.
Might come alive when it feels tied down.
We
Might
don't know, do we? We just not fishing it before or knowing it that well.
But this is the calmest I've ever had it. Yeah, it is him. There he comes. He'll be a farmer, won't he?
Yeah, yeah.
I think the exhaust has gone on that. So I noticed when it was raining before with this GoPro and in my last video that went up, that it started getting echoey, and I can only assume it's water in the camera.
Yeah, it could be, yeah, yeah.
So if we're echoey now, I apologise.
We're a bit waterlogged.
I don't even know if my head's in that. Tom would be saying, yeah, it's in, yes, don't worry about it. Must be.
My orange, I'm in your
So yeah, sit rep, and I use that term loosely, but sit rep is we're caught bugger all, chain's wet, I feel damp but I'm not sure, which is quite worrying, and the rods aren't moving. Every bait we pull in comes back with bait on it, so it isn't even getting robbed.
Not any crabs, is it?
No.
So we've come to the other side of the country and normal service has resumed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And when I did catch a fish at Salton Bay, I forgot to film it. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but I am a little bit cross. Must take the hoodie off, so it's slow.
It's warm, it's really warm.
Radio.
Yeah. It's like a sauna, wasn't it?
Look at them eyes, they're massive, aren't they?
Beautiful, aren't they? No, I didn't even need my glasses on too. Right.
What's it like with the little spoon all the way through?
Yeah. You don't let go of it, you're not sprint
yeah.
that. Mackerel on that.
Yeah.
Mackerel start, yeah.
Well, I'm pulling that in a minute and it's going to be to the flat.
To a flapper. We're dabbing.
Dabbing.
We're dabbing.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but I didn't film the ray that I caught the other day.
No, you haven't said anything.
Have I not mentioned it? Yeah. That was a shock at 1 in the morning, well, 2 in the morning. What was it again?
We went about 1:30.
Coming up the beach, isn't it?
Yeah,
but it's going.
Yeah, he's going, but
These
yeah.
waves are getting bigger, aren't they?
Every now and again. It's absolutely beautiful, though, isn't it? Apart from the surf,
Mate, sorry, like, because we brought Danny to the homeless goose, and he blanked. Caught in the lynx goose. Then he blanked in the river under. I brought you air, and we're blanking at the minute.
I'm used to it though. I am actually used to it.
I think it's too much when you catch too many fish.
I don't like it.
It gets bored.
It does, yeah.
Well, it can do, I reckon. it's like most things really, you know, when you start out young and you get your girlfriend, don't you, you're at it all the time, at it. But then when you get older, like I am now, and probably the same as you are younger than me, you don't get any at all. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it does get, yeah, it gets boring,
Yeah.
you see, and that's what it is.
Too much of a good thing, people.
Yeah, yeah. Can get boring. My wife's telling me that all the time, so I know it's true. Because my wife don't like. She said you'll get bored with it. And the same with fishing.
I got told if I used it too much, it'd fall off.
It'll get to the point, I reckon, what I've been told, you can't find it.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, back onto the fishing. It stopped raining. I might have to go back to the van to get my hoodie and take this coat off.
See the turbines now, we can see them now, yeah?
Yeah, there's quite a few out there. On a clear day, you can see the Isle of Man.
Really, yeah. The bite would be nice, wouldn't it? I mean, we've not really, well, we're not seeing a bite. We haven't seen.
They reckon it comes on fire at night time, but then you always get people say this sort of stuff.
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah.
I can assure you, if Graham was there, what would be happening?
They'd be absolutely hammering them.
By knocking them out, Shane means he'll be pulling them out of the sea.
He'd be getting a fair few.
Yeah. Right, well, I'm reeling in and I'm going to put my 2-hook flapper on. Got small circle hooks on it, so
Check this out. Wow. They've got moving.
that's our opinion, might be.
Oh, my word, man. That is a proper one. You say.
That's a 2.
That's a proper one.
Is that filming?
Look at that. Baby snow. Absolutely perfect.
Oh, hey.
Happy days are here again.
Come on, my little girl. Perfectly hooked. You see it, Shane?
Yeah, mate.
Can you see find if it's... Can you see me?
Yeah.
Here we go. I'll show you its rail size. But there you go. 1 toot. My first ever toot. Can't believe it. Didn't even see the bite. That's how rubbish I am. But we caught that on a 2-hook. Well, it's a bomber rig.
Did it again on the bomber rig.
Absolutely beautiful. Let's get her back. You got it, Shane?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, absolutely perfect, man. That's the first so bad on the real life.
There you go.
Stunning.
1 toot. Big shot.
A real shark.
Touch it.
No. No.
He won't touch it.
No.
I don't like shy boys.
Fell for that last time. That's gone, that, mate. Oh yeah, back again. There it is. Yeah.
When she's swimming, waves are not going to have it. That's why you've got to chuck it. Right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got that. So, Vern, how do you feel?
I feel great, mate.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I've mentioned it. I didn't film the bloody ray, which is my first ray at Salton Bay. It'd have been a curler. I'd have
You've
caught.
not mentioned it, mate. You've not mentioned that.
Have I mentioned it?
No.
Oh no, that's great. That was a good size for a toot for me because it was my first toot. So yeah, now I'm chuffed to bits. Absolutely chuffed to bits.
That's well done, mate. No,
I saw it and I
well
thought,
done.
is that a toot? Because they've got a bit more pointy.
Well, that's it. Yeah, you can see that, like, the nose is a bit more transparent.
Yeah, and I couldn't see the teeth because obviously it was little, but
Yeah.
it had them. And then I saw that it didn't have all them white marks on.
Yeah.
And you went, that's a toot. And then I didn't want to say anything until I looked in its mouth.
So nashes.
What a beautiful hookup. Right in the bottom
perfect.
of its mouth,
Perfect, yeah.
not in its teeth or anywhere.
Can you tell me, Vern, did you see the bite?
No, I didn't. But then I did go up to the van for a wee and a bottle. Don't think I should have said that. And I did have a coffee and I thought, I'll tell you what I did see. I did see me rod go before I went up to the van, a little tiny like this.
Yeah. Whoa.
And I thought to myself, that'll be them, these waves
Yeah,
are here
yeah,
now.
yeah,
And that's all I thought.
Right.
So no, I didn't see it, but I did see the rod move and I thought it was the waves. And it could have been hooked on it and I missed the bite and it was just there. But it's gone, hasn't it?
It's gone, mate. And another first. Well done, Vern. Absolutely brilliant, pal.
Hey, the old dab hand at fishing has pulled it out of the bag again, saved it, saved the blank. And what a fish to catch. Let's see if there's any more. Absolutely fantastic. First ever toot. First ray of the year in the last video. Unbelievable. So let's get this baited up. I don't know whether to put... Shall I put that rig out again or put the... I'm putting the 2-hook flapper out. We need a dab. If I don't catch a dab, Scott's not going to be happy, is he? I'll show you this rig, Shane. Do you know what? I said to you, didn't I? I'm going to put that out. Whenever I put that out, I catch.
Yeah.
If it don't get tangled. And
So, do you believe it? That is. Well.
are you a bit more excited?
I am, mate, yeah.
Re-infused with energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
You didn't touch it, mate.
Well, I made the mistake of touching the other one, didn't I? And I didn't, you know. I got spots on my hand. That was Scott's doggy at Ompton, remember? And I didn't get now.
He said it was left in the road, not
A bloody duck!
So, here's the rig that I caught the toot on. Let me take my glove off. I keep bringing it out. And it's obviously all tangled because there's been a fish on it. But it's literally just a bomber rig. Both baits at the bottom of the weight. And they do get tangled up, but this ain't got tangled up today. And you don't need a penny pulley or a dropper or up in it, all these fancy rigs. If the fish are out there, you'll catch them on a rig like this that gets tangled up and winds you up.
Yeah.
Where's yours, mate?
Oh.
Well, I've had a toot. Shane's not caught nothing yet, but hopefully he will. It'd be nice for Shane to catch a fish while he's there. I've had numerous dog walkers with the dogs under control apart from one. She was nice and the dog was alright. But these people behind me now, yeah, with their little stupid dog. Ain't a stupid dog, it's a lovely little dog. But no, they've got no control of the dog. It's never the dog, it's always the owners. And they've got it on a long lead and they let the dog come right over to all my gear rather than putting it on a short lead and actually taking it up with them. Leaves it on a long lead and the dog starts all around me box. Now luckily it hasn't gone on me box, on me bag or anywhere. But they look at you gone out because I'm there giving them the stare and like you have to bleep that, Tom. What is it with people and dogs? They know they're going to piss up something. Dogs always piss up something. You take them out for a walk to have a wee, don't you? So they let it come over to a fishing box and let it start and then go, oh sorry. Get a life. Start thinking. Anyhow. And that weren't a rant, that was a moan. I can rant for Britain if I want, but I'm not going to. So there you go. There's a nice little dog, little terrier. I like terriers. Should have been on a short lead though. So I've now got small hooks out there for a dab because I'd baited it up. I'm going to reel that in a minute and then what I'm going to do is put my bomber rig back on. In fact, I'm going to do it now. Do you see that? Baits are still on. putting my tote rig on. Right, I'm just putting my tote rig on. That'd be a bomber rig. Before I cast that out, we'll get some footage of Shane on his new fishing rod and new reel. Look at that, poetry in motion there. How does it feel, Shane?
Oh, absolutely stunning, mate. It's beautiful.
Yeah?
Great to fish with.
Nice and smooth.
Very smooth, yeah, yeah. Completely different to the fixed full setup I've been used to, but it's not going to take a lot of getting used to.
Now,
And we practice, you know,
getting that
getting that
hand round to the left.
Yeah.
What are you putting on now?
I'm going to go with mackerel and cartwing again, I think.
It hasn't even touched, is it?
Not touched at all, mate, no.
Right, I'll get mine out. I've got my tote rig on. I chucked out the 2-hook flapper rig because it was already baited up, and I had to bait up the bomber rig and wanted to get a rig out to fish, so let's get this out. Let's hope for another one of these fish, eh? Up at the sky, mate, and bring that hand round. That's better. That was a lot better. That was better, mate. That came round. No restriction, you see.
Yeah.
No restriction. And they talk about bounce of a rod, which I don't understand. But if that was down another couple of inch, so you could still get it in your groin and you're comfortable, you'd be able to thump it into right, so you pull it in tight air, bang like that, and. But what you're doing is perfect, mate, because you're casting out, you're fishing, and it's not balls in your rig, because it's nice and smooth, and distance don't matter all the time.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, it's about having that confidence and not birds nest.
Yeah, and getting used to it, yeah.
Yeah. So the tomorrow I go on with it, you better help me. Cheers, guys.
I think you're doing well, mate. I ain't done nothing. We spilled a reel up last night for him, and people give him some shock leader, but it's only 0.6, so he's fishing a 5-ounce weight. He's fishing a 5-ounce weight, so that it's within limits of the the line. But yeah, he's enjoying it, and it's good to learn a different style of fishing. Like I say, a change is good as a rest sometimes. And sun's out. I can feel the sun on my face. I can feel the sunshine. You can feel it too, yeah. What an absolute glorious day. Started off absolutely chucking it down with rain, and here we are. Then it turned to drizzle all day until now, and the sun started popping out about half an hour ago, and now it's just warm, light wind. I never put the microphone on this camera for the simple reason that I didn't want to get it saturated. So I apologise if you can hear wind noise. I don't think it's that bad. It's only like a 5-7 mile an hour wind, so hopefully it won't be too bad for you. Yeah, so this is where Shane's been all the time whilst
where I live.
Whilst I've been in the rain. And Shane's moaning about being wet.
I did text you and say, have you...
You text me. You don't get a signal, mate. Text me. No.
Get away.
Didn't it come through? Oh.
Well, it's looking bleak for me, Ben, I must admit, but we can't complain, can we?
No, it's been nice.
We've caught a tow.
Yeah, we have. Did you hear that? Yeah. Oh, the way you held me, mate, on the beach while I had it.
Yeah,
I was leaning back,
worried,
my legs
worried,
bent,
mate, you know.
but you kept holding me.
I thought we'd have to put another barrel in it.
Yeah, we go. Yeah. We got it in though, didn't we?
We got it in, mate, yeah. It took some doing. We are now shark wranglers.
Yeah, we caught a shark.
Caught a shark.
Shark with teeth.
Shark with teeth, yeah.
If you've clicked on this video and watching this video, thank you very much. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, that'd be much appreciated. If you do subscribe, click the bell for all notification, leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, and please share my videos. You might watch my videos and think to yourself, he's a mooning pillock, you know, rants on, never happy. Well, give me a chance, you know. I'm always happy. If I aren't happy, then I'll tell you about it, and then afterwards it's all over. And I've cleared my mind. That's how I keep sane. So, yeah, if you've clicked on this video and you're watching it and you've got this far, thank you very much. And please consider subscribing. If you'd also like to go across to Holderness Codfather and click on his channel, watch some of his videos. If you like it, please subscribe to his channel and share his videos. He's only starting out. He's a good lad, he's a good mate. And there's also Scott, hardcore fisherman. Go check him out because that lad's a diamond. He's got heart of gold, and he's a nice mate to go fishing with. Us three together seem to have some sort of gelling power that we all get on. We can all laugh about the same things, and don't take offence. Yeah, we aren't here taking the mickey and ripping each other's to pieces. We're just having a laugh as mates, really. So yeah, go check out all our free channels. You also know about Danny Shore Fishing and Beach Fishing Tony, Somerset Beach Fishing Tony, and Rob Landlocked Sea Fishing. And there is one other. I can't keep shouting out all these because it's just going to become a long shout out, but please check out Levu. Levu's Angling. Hey Shane, what's Levu's channel? Levu's Angling. Levu's Angling Adventures.
Yeah.
Levu's Angling Adventures. I'm sorry, Levu, but yeah, go check Levu out. He's just started his channel up. He's just got over 100 subscribers. There's 101 when I last watched. But I've been up there without a signal, so he's a cracking bloke. Really nice. Very quietly spoken, but he's bought mics for his net. He's putting the effort into his channel to make it all better. And what a fisherman he is. He can cast. He is a proper fisherman, whereas we're just amateurs, really. So yeah, that's this one over. That's me shout outs done. Let's keep fishing for these toop, because I'm now a toop fisherman and master of none. Right, we're going to reel in now, and it's quite a long way out, so I'll set you there, and Tom will just have to zoom in, because I can't carry this and reel at the same time. So this is the last reel in. So this is Salcroft beach with the tide out. You can fish it out. It does fish well at low water, but I think we've had enough. We got wet, we got dry, we're now warm, and it's been a great session fishing with Shane on the beach. So yeah, it's been good. I've caught my first ever toop. It was hard going to start with the rain and everything. Only fished one rod. Could have had more chances with two, I suppose, but it was enjoyable with the conditions that we had. It was enjoyable to fish with the one rod. You can pay more attention and concentrate more on your fishing. So yeah, was it luck that I caught the toop? Well, my bait had to be in the right spot, didn't it, to catch that toop, as it shows. Shane was only to the side of me, only 20 yards, 40 yards, 50 yards out at sea apart, and the toop come to my bait and not Shane's. So I'm pleased for that, because there's been times when I've blanked and everyone's been catching around me. I'm ecstatic that I've caught that toop. It's fantastic that I caught it, and it was good to see. They got loads of rows of teeth in the mouth, and it was hooked just underneath its bottom jaw. Absolutely brilliant. Went back, we made sure it went back. It's nowhere to be seen. It swam off, so everything was good. So yeah, this is Salcroft on Saturday the 21st. Anyhow, it's a Saturday. We're going to go to Bootle Beach and have a look there, see about pumping some lug, see how we get on with that. I don't think I'm going to film that, but I might film myself pumping some lug later in the week. If I do, I do. So if you've got this far in the video, thank you very much. You've seen me catch a tope. I'm right chuffed that I've caught the tope, and bring on the next one, or any fish. I don't care what they are, as long as I can catch a fish, because that's what it's all about. Being in this environment here, we've got black comb behind me. We're on Salcroft beach in this environment. It's absolutely fantastic, and being able to do that, being alive and fit, being able to do that is great. And for those that aren't, watch my video, and at least you can see it, can't you? So if you've got this far, thanks a lot. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one, which will be on the beach. I don't know where yet, but it's going to either be that way or that way. See you later. And I'm fishing on a beach with people. Can't believe it, can you? There's people all around me. This beach is absolutely rammed. Absolutely rammed. So what did you think of Salcroft? Because I just closed the camera up without asking you because I was rude. So what do you reckon to it?
Honest opinion?
Yeah.
It's been brilliant. I've really enjoyed it, though, honestly, and that is honest. I've not caught anything again. Yeah. But fishing somewhere different, in these surroundings, when you look at, you know, it's absolutely stunning, and to see that tope just made my day. You know, it's been absolutely, that was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, using a new rod and reel, getting some expert tuition from yourself.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Let's not go that far. I'm just pointing him in the right direction to start, but you need to get some better practice. Teach from someone else. But
no, it's been absolutely fantastic, man. I've loved it. So cheers. Yeah.
That's fine. That's what it's all about. It's about coming up and enjoying it, isn't it?
It is, mate. Yeah.
Right then, so that is it. I'll see you on the next beach, and like I said, it's either down that way or it's going to be down over my shoulder that way, but it'll be on a beach, and hopefully I'll catch another fish. It's a bit hard at the minute. I'm getting excited because the tip's going like this.